Hey everybody, welcome back to Rickhouse Reviews. As always, it is Ryan.
I am Doug.
And today, we take the 2026 Blood Oath here on Rickhouse Reviews. So you guys, if you've been watching the channel since the beginning, you know we are no strangers to the Blood Oaths and taking them. We've reviewed the 10 and the 11.
Yep.
And now we're back with the 2026 Pact 12, which is finished in two different Italian red wine casks, and I believe coming in at like 98.6% or proof.
Yep.
Not percent, proof.
Proof.
And I'm interested in this because we've had off-channel red wine finished before.
True.
And it does pick up a lot of the tannin of the red wine.
Yes.
But before we get much further into that, if you guys really want to help us out, the best way to do that is by helping us engage the algorithm. You can do that by liking, commenting, subscribing, and ringing that notification bell to get notified whenever we release a new video for all of you bourbon-loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals. With that being said,
we've changed our algorithm just a little bit because we wanted it a little more streamlined, simpler, and, well, I don't like doing math anymore. So
Very true.
we do aroma at 30, flavor at 30, finish at 30, buy and recommend 5 points apiece, and usually there's some caveats, and so far we haven't given anything a true 0. We came close one time with 1 because of how limited it is and or how it just wasn't going to be for everybody. It literally was extremely selective,
limiting
for who we could truthfully recommend it to. Hopefully this is not the case with Blood Oath, because Blood Oath has been a phenomenal crew of beautiful bourbon.
It's not as wide release as it was last year, but it is pretty good. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Salute.
Salute. Apricot?
Yeah. I also get like black cherry.
There we go.
I get like a lot of mixed dried fruit.
Right.
More specifically, which I'm not surprised because, you know, 2 red wine casks and everything.
Exactly. Again, I'm surprised by the color. It's a little more clear than I
It's lighter.
expected.
It's lighter. I was expecting a little bit. I don't know again exactly how long they leave them in the casks, but I was expecting a little bit more.
Sherry.
I was going to say almost like a cognac color.
Okay.
Because it's bourbon and red wine, you would think that that's where it would end up.
There we go.
But if you do it right and don't get a lot of alcohol in your nose, the aroma is quite pleasant.
Extremely. Very fruit forward.
Whoa. That is a red fruit explosion.
Not a bad thing.
And I feel like that finish is what it needs. You know, I'm not a huge like tannic finish guy or like barrel forward finish guy.
Right.
But the barrel forward finish kind of wipes that fruit off the palate in like a very pleasant way. And that was the first sip. That wasn't even the good sip. Whoa.
I think I'm going to go with my gut on my score already.
Oh, I thought you already had your score down.
No, in my head, I have it. It's a buy and recommend that's going to be the hard part this time around. Knowing, again, it's limited. It's 2026. It's the Pact 12. It's going to be hard to find. And if you find it at the price that you want, because this was under 150.
Same MSRP, so I think it's 135-ish.
So
I'll put my corrections down below when I'm wrong.
Under 150-ish for this guy on standard MSRP.
I'm trying to cheat and look and see what I put down.
I only put my first 2.
I'm hiding my scores then, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right.
with that said, we start at the top with the aroma. The aroma is what brings you all that beautiful funk flavors that entices you to continue to drink such an elaborate bourbon. With this said, out of 30, I did 26.
I did a 23.
Okay.
I liked it. I thought for the proof there is still a little bit too much alcohol in the nose, but that often happens when you get double and triple cask finishing territory.
True.
So I didn't really take, especially when you're finishing them in alcohol casks instead of just putting them in like a new charred oak barrel. So I took a couple points off for that, but I didn't hit it as hard as I could have because like I understand the processes and everything that go into that. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was warm. I thought it was inviting.
Yep.
I thought the dry fruit forwardness of it was great.
Yep.
And that carried a lot of it.
There you go.
There wasn't a lot there besides that.
I feel like the aroma brought the nuance of all that fruit flavor ready to being tolerated in the flavor and taste. And with that, that's where that explosion actually, I gave it a little bit of a boost. Out of 30, I gave it 28 out of 30.
Okay. I gave it a 26 out of 30. I think I can confidently say this is of what we have drank this year
Right.
and last year and what I've had elsewhere in terms of samples is in the upper third, especially when it comes to double and triple cask finish.
Oh, big time.
Because a lot of the time, especially when you're dealing with wine casks or like cognac or sherry casks, wine is astringent. You can get a lot of that.
True.
And this is so fruit forward and so sweet and just hits all the right notes for flavor. And it kind of elevates the bourbonness in the second half of the sip that leads into the finish.
Yep. And leading into the finish out of 30, would you like to go first this time?
I gave it a 24 out of 30.
Okay.
I liked it, but I thought it could be better and more complete.
True.
I thought it was very good, but it could be more of a complete finish.
Right. With that said, I did a 25 out of 30.
Yep.
I felt like it was a whole lot better of a finish than a lot of stuff we've had. Easily, as you say, top third of items. There are a few in between.
For wine finish, this might be number one on my list.
Oh, without a shadow of doubt. But that said, being such a limited release, the buy again and recommend, I had to give it the minimum 3 just because I would love to recommend this to anybody. I would love to buy it again, but there's a 50-50 chance that I'll be eligible to find it, you know.
So buy again, I gave it a 4 out of 5. I will get a backup bottle of this at MSRP, maybe a little bit above, unlike the previous 2, where I could easily say one bottle is going to be, and keeping it high and rarely bringing it out to just compare to other things. This I definitely want a backup bottle of because I can see us killing one of these at bourbon.
Oh, easily.
Recommend, I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Right.
I think I could recommend this to people that like red wine finishes, that like finished bourbons, that like blood oaths, that want to get into that, even though it is a very limited release, the lower tier allocation. And again, like we said last year with Pact 11, this is a nice mid-tier, lower tier allocated showpiece for a collection.
Easily.
If you're starting.
Just the wood box by itself, after the fact, still can keep something inside it and always have the box as a memento, because doesn't the box also have the burn-in of
the year and everything?
So you always have this box as a collector's item, even when the liquid's gone. So that is also an amazing part of the Blood Oath. That, I mean, can't go wrong. Each year, just...
I hate to say it, I think this is a... If this doesn't get in on points, this is a very, very early contender for what I'm going to make sure we have in the end of the year blinds.
There we go.
Because it is unique and different than everything else.
Now, I don't recall. Does the oath change each time?
No. So then oath, he's referring to the oath on the front of the bottle. You guys have seen this entire time. No, it just says this masterful blend, and then it describes what the casks bring. And then it says this pack shall never again be made.
And then on the
and it has a wax seal
one
and
side,
everything. It has just their
another
promise.
oath.
No, it's just their brand promise.
Okay.
Because I think this is I forgot his name, but he's the master blender at Lux Row.
Okay.
And this is like his baby series.
I mean, it's a good series. He's been doing an incredible job.
The last three have
years.
all been great. I've heard people say that it's dropped off since the original 4 or 5, but like, if this is the drop off,
now I kind of want to see if we can track down something.
I know where 3 of them are. I'm not paying $600 for them though.
Understandable.
I think with that, the score's been over the bottle, or where the case is, for a little bit, because we've been looking at the bottle.
Yep.
And at the end, as usual, we will have our score breakdowns for Doug's score and my score. I want to thank everybody again for watching. And once again, please help us engage our algorithm. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and make sure to share this video with all of your bourbon-loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals. For Rickhouse Reviews, I'm Ryan.
I'm Doug.
And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Ow.